ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్కి ఇచ్చిన ప్యాకేజీ శాసనబద్ధమైనది, న్యాయబద్ధమైనదని కేంద్ర ఆర్థిక మంత్రి అరుణ్ జైట్లీ స్పష్టం చేశారు. ప్యాకేజీపై న్యాయపరమైన అనుమానాలు వస్తే కేబినెట్ తీర్మానం ద్వారా పరిష్కరిస్తామని చెప్పారు. ఈ ఏపీ ప్రాజెక్టుల వల్ల నష్టం జరుగుతుందన్నది అవాస్తవమన్న ఆయన పోలవరం ప్రాజెక్టుకు ఖర్చయ్యే ప్రతి పైసాను కేంద్రమే భరిస్తుందని పునరుద్ఘాటించారు. ప్యాకేజీపై ఎవరికీ న్యాయపరమైన అనుమానాలు అవసరం లేదన్నారు. రాష్ట్రానికి చేసే సాయానికి సంబంధించిన వివిధ అంశాలను ఈటీవీ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రత్యేక ముఖాముఖిలో పంచుకున్నారు. ఆ విశేషాలు ఇప్పుడు.
The first part is what is contained in the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act. That has a statutory basis. A law passed by Parliament provides for it. So revenue deficit for 1 year, that's law passed by Parliament. All institutions to be created, most of them have already been created and some are in the process of being created. That's all a part of the legislation. Some incentives being given. Assistance for capital been given. This is all work in progress. Monies have been partly spent and they are in the pipeline. They will be partly given as the progress of the work gets together. So that is statutory. The second part is whatever has to be given as a part of the 14th Finance Commission. 42% share in revenue plus revenue deficit for 5 years, which are the 14th Finance Commission years from 2015 to 2020. The Finance Commission report is constitutional document. Forget statutory, it's higher than statute. It's a document under the Constitution of India because the Finance Commission is constituted under the Constitution. So that has a statutory basis. The third is what Dr. Manmohan Singh promised. Now that goes into conflict with the 14th Finance Commission, which is a constitutional document. So we don't get into that legal dispute at all. And at the end of the day, a status does not lead to the development of the state. Monies and grants will lead to the development of the state. And therefore, if there is a legal difficulty as far as the status is concerned, can those monies be compensated otherwise? So we have found a route through externally aided projects for an equivalent amount and so on to compensate those monies. Now, I have yesterday announced that this part I will be taking to the cabinet. And this will then become a part of the cabinet decision. I have announced this publicly, but this has to be ratified by the cabinet, and I have no doubt it will be ratified by the cabinet.
Second question, there seems to be a trust deficit at the ground level in the state.
I think people have not understood. Some people are. Let us see how we have helped the state of Andhra Pradesh, the newly created state. When Congress was in power, and at that time YSR Congress was a part of Congress, in the 13th Finance Commission, the Andhra Pradesh, what is today Andhra Pradesh, on a 58-42 basis, got only 64,000 crores for 5 years. For the first 5 years of NDA, 14th Finance Commission, as against 64,000 that they gave, we are giving 2,06,000 crores. So grants under 14th Finance Commission for Andhra increased manifold. It takes decades to create IITs, IIMs and all these institutions. Dozens of institutions have been created. For others, lands have been taken up. And in the first 5 years, each one of them will start effectively functioning. So I'm releasing a list of all the institutions which have either been created or which are in the pipeline. A lot of these projects, including what petroleum sector we are doing, power sector we are doing, highways we are doing, the new institutions we are giving, independent of 14th Finance Commission, itself is in lakhs of crores. If you take the sum total, and no other state has got so much. Then comes the third. We honor the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act, the 14th Finance Commission, and then since what they would have got had a special status been constitutionally in existence, you would have got amount X. As I said, status doesn't lead to development. monies lead to development. So without getting into the legal dispute of FFC versus Prime Minister's statement, I am compensating that amount by an alternative route. So the state will get so much resource that if the state is to implement everything, I am sure it will lead to a great development as far as the state is concerned.
The public perception is that, you know, that the EAP is slightly, in the sense, it can lead to some kind of problem. Center will control the
No problem at all. It's a decision. It is.
categories.
You see, you get the special category promised by Dr. Manmohan Singh was for 5 years. Finance Commission said there can't be any special category. So that goes away. Now for those 5 years, for which special category was promised, if you were going to get an advantage of X, you will get the same money advantage.
But there is no question of delaying the matter.
There is no question. Why?
EAP is concerned.
Why should it be delayed? After all, once the project is claimed, even if the monies come later, whatever is done, sanctioned during this period, will certainly be honored.
Sir, if you implemented special category status to the Andhra Pradesh, how much amount will go to?
Well, that will depend on year to year, because that amount can't be predicted in advance, because you see what will be the volume of centrally sponsored schemes each year. So in 2018, this will be the amount. And therefore, the difference has to be calculated on the actual amount for each year.
Now you are comparing the special category status to the special package. Now you are giving special package.
We should look at it. At the end of the day, it sums up in one sentence. Does status alone lead to development? The answer is no. It's monies that lead to development. It's investment that leads to development. Now, those monies are being made available by an alternative route. After all, the repayment of that externally aided projects would be by the central government to the amount which they would have got by the alternative method.
Sir, why don't you people releasing a white paper to the other than special category states and present special category states, the funding coming to the states, those who are not getting?
The report of the Finance Commission itself is more than a white paper. Finance Commission has clearly said for the 3 hill states, Jammu Kashmir, Himachal and Uttarakhand, and for Northeast you can make a special dispensation and nowhere else in the country.
But if GST comes into operation, tax benefits will
You see, these are income tax benefits which are not affected by GST.
so, but any special fund will be created?
No, you see, the GST Council will decide if there is an indirect tax benefit to be given, how is it to be given?
So you said CBDT will give the notification. Is the CBDT will give that much of priority to the Andhra Pradesh?
No, the CBDT has to notify those 2 tax concessions which we have given, which are applicable both to Andhra and Telangana. And those notifications are going to be issued immediately.
Sir, in the sense of industrial development area, so industrial development for the purpose of industrial, Telangana already got some incentives, but Andhra Pradesh is not still getting. So what is the reason, sir?
No. There is no separate incentive that Telangana has gone. As far as the tax incentives are concerned, the Act itself provides that they are common to both the states.
With regards to Polavaram, you said the entire amount will go on by the center. But will you be able to complete
You see,
it by 2018?
no, that is why we have taken a very important decision in consultation with the state government. This became a national project on 1st April 2014. So as on that date, what is the cost or the revised cost? What has been spent has been spent. The balance amount will be spent by the central government. And if NABARD spends it, we repay back NABARD. State does not bear the cost. Who will execute the project and how quickly will be doing it? So that there is no apprehension of delay, we in the central government, after consulting the state, have appointed the state as our agency, that the state of Andhra Pradesh will construct it and we will make the payment.
Another question, sir. The Chandrababu is stressing on the infrastructure, funds from the center for infrastructure, since he's saying that for building new
You see, let us be clear, whether it is the oil sector, power sector, highways, or now building capital. Even before the actual construction has started, I have released 2,500 crores for the capital. And more monies are going to be paid. And for each one of these sectors, such large projects have been sanctioned for the state of Andhra Pradesh. And this is over and above what has been promised. This is a part of the overall responsibility of the state of Andhra Pradesh. Let us, I think, compare it from another point of view. When Congress / YSR Congress were in power, under either of the two previous chief ministers, let there be a comparison. Did centre even give to this part of Andhra Pradesh even a small fraction of what we are spending today? After all these institutions were denied to this part of Andhra Pradesh, they were denied to Rayalaseema, they were denied to coastal Andhra. They are now being given by us. They are being given by us because they were denied by them. So let us, on a 52-42 formula, compare what has been given in the last 10 years of YSR Congress rule, in the 50 in the ratio of the division to this region, and compare it with what we are giving for these 5 years. What they did was not even a minuscule fraction of what we are doing.
Sir, what about this revenue deficit 2014?
You see, 2014-15 revenue deficit, the final calculations are being done. And the calculations issue is, how much is the deficit? How much is extra expenditure which the state took, which was out of the ordinary expenditure? So those figures are to be worked out. We have given one assessment, state has given one assessment. We are trying to reconcile the figure. But in the meanwhile, almost 3,900 crores towards revenue deficit I have already given. The balance will be paid in annual installments because central government also has some limitations in terms of availability of cash.
Sir, overall, how much the amount you are giving to the state of Andhra Pradesh to developmental aspects or establishing institutions?
I have indicated to you, we have sanctioned institutions and infrastructure projects worth lakhs of rupees, crores. We are going in the 14th Finance Commission to give 2,06,000 crores. Over and above that, all commitments made under the Reorganization Act, all commitments made under the Finance Commission, and finally an amount equivalent to what was committed by the Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh.
Sir, finally, the people of Andhra Pradesh are not considering your package. Still, they are thinking about you are not giving to the special status to the state of Andhra Pradesh.
Would be that it is monies and grants that lead to development. And we have fully compensated the state of Andhra Pradesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. కేంద్రం నుంచి ఇచ్చేటువంటి నిధులు వాటన్నిటికి సంబంధించినటువంటి ప్రత్యేక ప్యాకేజీ ఏదైతే ప్రకటించారో ప్రత్యేక ప్యాకేజీనే ప్రత్యేక హోదాకు సరిసమానంగా ఇచ్చేటువంటి నిధుల్ని ప్రత్యేక ప్యాకేజీ ద్వారా ఇస్తున్నామని అన్ని రకాలుగా ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ని అభివృద్ధి చేస్తున్నామని చెప్తున్నారు. మరోవైపు ప్రత్యేక హోదా ఉన్నటువంటి రాష్ట్రాలకు ప్రత్యేక హోదా లేని రాష్ట్రాలకు ఉన్నటువంటి తేడాలు ఏంటనేది ఇప్పటికే 14వ ఆర్థిక సంఘం ప్రకటించిందని ప్రత్యేకంగా మరొకసారి వివరించాల్సిన అవసరం లేదని ఆర్థిక మంత్రి చెప్తున్నారు. కెమెరామెన్ సుర్జిత్ సింగ్తో అరుణ్ కుమార్, ఈటీవీ న్యూస్, న్యూఢిల్లీ.